Soete omnes. Cuidagitis? Okay. We good?
Yeah,
Hi.
we're good.
Yeah.
I expect that to be the intro.
Yeah.
So what's
up?
It feels weird to say what's your name.
Oh.
So I know your name, but what's your name?
My name is Justin Wilson Hodges.
It's the full name.
That's
Brother
my full
dropped
name.
the gov
That's
right here.
That's right.
It's the truth. That's the truth. So Hodges,
Yeah.
you are the renowned head coach of a brand new esports program at East Forsyth High School.
Absolutely.
How has that experience been?
Life-changing, man. Eastern Empire, as you know, we named it, has been starting that has been an experience unlike any that I've ever had. And you know, when you're an esports coach, it's not like being a baseball. When you're a baseball coach, you coach baseball. When you're a football coach, you coach football, lacrosse. But when you're an esports coach, you got, you know, Mario Kart, Rocket League, League of Legends, all those. And so it's more about just building a community of people and trying to make a space for, like, you know, what I call like the spaceless student. When I was in school, I played video games. I didn't play sports.
The infamous buddy over you. But for the camera, what is your name?
My name is Ryan Vincent.
Ryan Vincent. It's great to not meet you, but be here with you. Yeah, great to meet you. So Ryan, you are, I think esports and gaming itself has defined you. I don't want to be labeling on you, but I feel like a lot of what you've done has been, like, your most significant work has been in esports. You have accomplishments from the content side, which may be more gaming, but at the same time you have so many competitive accomplishments. National champion, two-time state champion, was a leader on all of those teams in statistics and in personalities and dynamics. You're probably like, shut up, dude. But really, what I'm trying to get at is the fact that you have been the top of the top in this space. And I think a lot of the people who come here today are competing and really looking to maybe even recreate the type of stuff you guys were doing a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And I'd say at the end of the day, the most valuable thing that we can ask you is, what do you think actually makes success on those teams?
That's a tough question. Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah, take your time, man. Take your time.
Oh, I think what definitely makes a team successful is not just having one leader, but having multiple leaders in one team. You know, because you have multiple different personalities within a team, obviously, because it's not just one person that's on a team.
Right.
Normally in Rocket League, you know, there's 3 people that make up a team,
Yeah.
and each 3 of these people have their own different personalities, different kinds of leadership, different ways they can implement it, maybe in, you know, training, maybe in just esports in general.
Yeah.
You know, I think everyone's personalities just meshing together just creates a better team environment.
What's your name?
My name's Issa.
Nice to meet you, Issa. So what school are you here with?
I attend Alliance Academy for Innovation.
That's awesome. What game do you play there?
I play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
All right, that's awesome. What would you say that your time in esports as Alliance has taught you?
It's taught me a lot about teamwork. It's about how you have to consider the group over yourself always. It's taught me about doing your due diligence, you know, just making sure that you do everything in your power to win.
That's awesome. Can I ask you this? If you had to define esports, how would you define it?
It's getting back up when you get put down and persevering.
That's awesome. I love that definition. Would you define gaming the same way?
I think that gaming is a much wider experience. I feel like gaming doesn't necessarily have to be so competitive. You know, you can just have fun, make friends, and it's not always win or lose. It's just having fun.
How do you think gaming and esports connect to each other?
Well, in esports, you actually play video games.
It's pretty surprising.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's definitely, you know, a lot of crossover.
Let's say from, how does the casual side help you competitively?
Everyone starts somewhere. You know, when I started playing Smash Bros, it was me, my older sister, my older brother, sitting down our Nintendo Wii that we got for Christmas. We had no idea what we were doing. We were just messing around. But I would not be here today if I didn't start playing casually.
I appreciate that. And you just had something pretty exciting happen. Could you tell us what that was?
Yeah, I just won the Forsyth County Esports Championship for Super Smash Bros.
Congratulations, Isa. That's awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
TJ in the house. In the house. In the house. What's up, TJ? What's your name?
TJ.
No, but actually, TJ, you have the esports resume. Ghost Gaming Ambassador, President of UGA Esports, President of a national and state championship, two-time state championship high school team. No one has a better perspective than you. End of the day, TJ, I'm going to start with the simple questions just like we did everyone else. I won't dive into the deep philosophical, but seeing what you did here today, what are your thoughts?
I mean, casting is something I don't get to do that much. So when PK hit me up with the opportunity, I drove here as quick as I could, pretty much. I literally got done with the weather test and then immediately left for here.
Nice.
So, I mean, I had to come here, and I think esports, you know, it's where I belong, and so events like this is where I belong. And so to cast and produce the event and to stream it, it's an honor.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And you've done a great job too. We had like moms sitting next to you who were like, "Dude, I could sit here all day." Like they love listening to you, and that's not always the case for casters. So that's like a unique talent. What's your name?
Cameron Brand. I'm the team captain of the Denmark High School Smash Bros team.
That's awesome, Cameron. What would you say you've learned as Denmark's team captain?
Teams are made, not born.
It's a good answer. How would you define esports for you and your team?
Oh, esports is a group of people that come together and just play something they love.
What's your name?
Nate or Natalie. I'm fine either way.
Nice to meet you, Nate or Natalie.
Actually, it's all of them.
All of them. Who are you here with today?
I'm here for North Forsyth. I was here with Andrew, who is another player, and Michaela, who did not play.
That's awesome. What game were you guys playing?
Smash Brothers Ultimate.
That's awesome. What would you say, so you're in esports at North, what would you say your time in esports at North has kind of taught you?
A lot of humility. I've been paired up against the number one player on each team every time we play. So it's been able to teach me, hey, it's okay to lose sometimes. Yeah. You're fine. Yeah. It's not the end of the world. That's been helpful.
That's great. You talk. I feel like when you're talking about your teammates earlier, you said they were your friends too. Yeah. I think. How would you say that esports has helped you build out friendships?
It definitely helped because I came to my school like in 11th grade, so I did not have a great starting place, and esports helped me like already have a community to talk to before like anything happened. I was like, all right, this is a community I can trust.
That's great. How about this? If you were to define esports, how would you define it?
Video game competitively, like you can also play casually, but it's more so like a rigorous scene. Yeah. People take it seriously.
How would you define the scene though?
It's overall less toxic than you'd expect for Smash Brothers to be. Like, it gets a lot of negative perception because it's of some people. And then you actually go talk to people, and it's very nice. Everyone's really accepting, typically.
That's great. Yeah. If you were able to tell everyone in the world one thing about esports, what would it be?
Ban Steve, I don't know.
All right, so what's your name?
I'm Alexander Palma.
Nice to meet you, Alexander.
Nice to meet you.
What team are you here with today?
I'm here for the West Forsyth High School.
That's what's up. And you're playing Rocket League, right?
Yes.
That's what's up. So what grade are you in?
I'm in 11th grade.
Okay, that's what's up. So your sister said you joined esports right from the get-go in high school. Was that kind of always the plan, or how did you find esports?
I kind of just, when I first moved here from Maryland, I just saw that there's an esports team, and I was like, oh, seems like something cool to try out. So I just thought I'd try and join.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So she was talking a lot about how some of your closest friends are the people on your team. Do you think that's accurate, or was she lying?
Oh yeah, definitely accurate. Definitely being able to play esports has helped me make new friends.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So with esports, like what have you been able to learn throughout the process, both like competition wise and just being around the people?
It's definitely a learning curve. It's not as easy as I thought it would be, but it's challenged me in a way that's made me a better person.
That's awesome. Yeah. So if you had to define esports, how would you define it?
A commitment.
A commitment?
Yeah.
I like that. All right. Just one more question. If you could tell everyone in the world one thing about esports, what would you tell them?
Just give it a shot. It's a lot more fun than it seems. Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you very much. So what's your name?
My name's Autumn.
It's nice to meet you, Autumn. So tell me a little bit about your position in relation to esports. I know it's not what we've been
Okay, so my brother is actually playing. He's on the West Forsyth team. Deathwing is his name. But I'm his sister, and I've kind of just been watching him over the years excel and kind of just grow an interest in esports in general. I didn't even know like this was a thing until he got to high school. So,
So has he been a part of it throughout his whole high school career?
Yes, he has. Yep, he joined his freshman year.
Yeah. So have you gone through high school already all the way?
I have, yeah.
Okay.
I graduated already.
Yeah. So seeing him kind of go through what he did with esports or having the opportunity of esports, do you have any kind of comments or mementos about that?
Yeah, I think it's really cool because at first when I saw him playing this game Rocket League, because that's what he's best at, and it was kind of just a hobby, just something fun, and he would ask me to watch him play, and I have no idea what's going on. I still really have no clue how this game works, but it's really awesome to see him be able to blossom into like this huge competition, and I feel really, really privileged to be able to be here and watch everybody do this, because it's been really awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, that's awesome. Would you say like with events and stuff like this and his time with his team and his club, what do you think esports has meant to him?
Oh gosh. Well, I mean, he talks about his teammates all the time, and so I think they're really just like a big family, always making sure each other is okay, like checking up on one another, and just always practicing and making sure that they're able to perform their best.
That's awesome. So what did those sports mean for you when you were in high school, if you remember? I know it's
yeah, honestly, those were my high school experience. Like without them, it would have been so boring and probably torture. But yeah, those were everything and definitely shaped me to be the person I am today, for sure.
That's awesome. Do you feel like maybe a parallel between esports with your brother?
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, like the discipline and how much he practices and the dedication that it takes to be able to do what they're doing today is very much there.
That's awesome. But you know, man, at the end of the day, I feel like for you, and we've talked about this on different talks before, but you always said that esports was like your connecting point and meant a lot to you for a lot of different reasons for yourself. Seeing players today, how does that make you feel?
To see the growth of the scene, especially in my hometown, I feel like we trailblazed, and to kind of see I guess a weird analogy is like a farmer, right? You know, like to kind of have all the seeds planted and to not see the end originally, but then to see it at full growth, it's incredible. I don't have words for what esports has become, and I'm just blessed that I could be a part of something like this.
Yeah. Just with what you said, the big question we've been asking everyone today is how would you define esports? So I think you're the guy to answer that question. Not to put all the pressure on you, but yeah. So how would you define esports, CJ?
You know, and this might be a little philosophical, but I don't think you can define esports. I mean, obviously, there's competitive video games, and people like to go by that. But at the end of the day, the entire scene is built on so much more than just video games. Like, maybe it does center around video games, but at the same time, there's marketing, there's streaming, there's production, there's casting, there's all sorts of business ventures as well. But it is a melting pot of every living possible avenue that you could, like, you may go to school to work in statistics or something. Right. Okay, esports has that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what people fail to realize is, like, you watch the video games and it's all virtual, and that's kind of how people view it, is through a lens of it's untouchable because it's virtual.
Right.
But it is so physical, it is so real. I mean, it's so real.
Yeah.
So it's just, it's incredible, and I think there's a reason why it's getting to be the fastest growing sport in the history of sports.
Yeah.
And I think it's deserved because there's just too many avenues to be involved in.
I agree with that. And you talk about the in-person kind of breaking through like the digital barrier. I've always felt like that's been a big part of LAN events like the stuff we're doing today. How do you feel, because you guys just hosted Dog Hack and stuff like that, like how do you feel about like the LAN event scene? Like what role do you think that it plays in esports?
I mean, that's, well, like I was saying, people forget about aspects of esports because it's virtual. Community is something that people don't realize until you're actually in the shoes of someone building a club, like what I've been doing for half a decade, which is crazy. it's community. It's friends, it's mothers, it's fathers, it's brothers and sisters. It's everybody coming together with a love of video games or just a love for each other.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes games special, is that it can bring anyone and everyone together.
That's awesome. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Thank you very much, EJ. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Nothing. I'm blessed to be here. I'm really grateful that PK has allowed me to get involved in such an amazing space, and I'm glad this county has kind of benefited from the work of what we've done, what me and Ryan have done, what everybody who's working this event has done.